on, Newman.
Yeah, that's nice.
Hello and salutations, it's me, Salty. Welcome back to Jason's Toys, and today I'm going over the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Dennis Nedry's Getaway pack, which I'm assuming they called it that because little kids probably buy this line and they couldn't call it Dennis Nedry Gets Wrecked or something like that, because we all know what happens here. I picked this up from Target.com, actually. They didn't have it in the stores I went to, so I had to order it off there. Massive shout out to my friend and my subscriber who has requested I use his YouTube name, Canadian Collector. I wouldn't have even known this existed if he hadn't told me about it. Just a massive thank you to him. Also, because of him, I'm aware of the T-Rex and the Ford Explorer that's coming out, so I'm also going to get that. I'm very disconnected to this line as much as I like it. I just kind of get them as I see them. I didn't know Dennis Nedry had been made. I knew about the shaving cream can. That was some kind of exclusive, I think last year, maybe year before, but that was about it. I thought the line was dead. So, huge shout out to Canadian Collector for that. This was about $30, I think, before shipping. You can see here that we get the Dilophosaurus, Dennis, and the Jeep. I've been made aware that the Jeep is supposed to have a red stripe back here, so I might try to match the reds and just paint it myself. That's really not that big of a deal to me. It's not accurate, but what I'm more upset about is that the winch up here appears to not work. I think it's just molded plastic, where I think the first Legacy Jeep actually had a working winch, so that's more upsetting to me. All out of the way, let's go ahead and get over this. So we got all this in different languages. We get the kind of waterfall scene behind him. On the back here, we get pictures of everything else. So it says stick included, so that's nice. Lets you know that the canopy can pop off. Again, a nice feature. Here it has the winch angled out, appearing that it works. So I don't know, I guess I'll figure it out once I get it unpacked, but I'm pretty sure mine's molded to the front. So on the sides of it, it just has the Jurassic World logo like on each side, but I'm not going to show you that because that's literally what it is. And the bottom has all the legal shit. All out of the way, I'm going to cut him out of this little bubble. We'll get everything else off of there. We'll do some, height comparisons, and we'll call it a day. Starting off with the little accessories we get, here's the Dilophosaurus spit, which is a translucent green, though a dark green. Significantly darker than what it looks like on camera, I promise you. Kind of looks like a big old booger, if I'm being honest. It plugs into the mouth as so. So, little hole back there for you. And a stick. If we have any dogs watching, I'm sure they're very excited right now. We have a stick. Just brown. A little bit of give to it. And it fits in Dennis's hand. So there's that. Speaking of Dennis Nedry, here he is. They gave him some translucent glasses, which I appreciate. He's wearing his yellow coat, though he's sans any kind of badge or Jurassic Park markings at all. He has the same articulation as the rest of the line, which we'll go over right now. He can't look up at all, and he can't look down at all. We get some very tough side to side, which due to his kind of jowls and double chin in the raincoat does not go very far, and no tilt. Shoulder does spin 360 with no problems, comes up at a 90. We have a single joint in the elbow, comes up that far. Elbow swivel. We have swivel in the waist. He kicks forward, kicks back by a hair, kicks out that far before he runs into the coat, though you can force it a little bit further. A single joint in the knee that comes up that far, and a knee swivel. Not too bad. It's pretty standard for the line. A lot of kind of sculpted detail in there. He's got buttons on his shirt, got some wrinkles in the pockets on his coat. They did paint his belt buckle, however. Not too shabby if I do say so myself. That brings us to the Dilophosaurus, which has its frill kind of permanently molded on hinges, which I understand it's either with or without. They have yet to kind of master the ability to flip it up from the neck. Mouth, which is molded permanently open. He's got his little crest there on the top of his head. There's the paint deco on the frills, and he has some brown on his back, and that's about it. Otherwise, he is molded in green. Speaking of articulation and hinges, that's all we get for the head. There's no head movement beyond that, just the frills. His arms are on little swivels, and the hind legs, which are also on swivels but are very tight. There is a separation here in the tail, though there is no swivel, at least none that I can feel. I think it might be a peg that's just kind of glued on there. But, I can get it to budge a little bit, but I am kind of worried about ripping it, so I'm going to assume that there's no movement. That brings us to the Jeep, which the side mirrors are on a blister behind it on the card back. You have to cut those off the back and then peg them in there. We get the nice Jurassic Park logo there. We get the Jeep logo even. A lot of detail here on the bottom, I think. There's the rear where we get stickers for the tail lights and the license plate and the spare tire. We also get stickers here on the rear view mirror. And that sticker motif continues onto the front for the headlights and the license plate up here. And I was right, this is a molded plastic, as evident by the hollow area there, which really just kind of upsets me. I think, if they had the mold already, and it probably would have driven up the cost a little bit for the set for them to include the winch. Still, it would have been nice to have. Up here on the canopy, we have the fog lights, which are, again, stickered. But the canopy is removable. Just simple clear pegs, peg it in. And we get a nice view of the back seat and the driver and passenger seat. They even have little cup holders between them, and the gear shifters up there. The steering wheel is locked in place, unfortunately. But there is a lot of kind of sculpted detail in here. Like, we get all these little kind of grates and metal panels and stuff. And we get what I consider to be accessory storage back there. You can put the stick in there, Muldoon's shotgun and all that. So that's nice to see. You can fit Dennis in there with no problems. It's even pretty easy to get him to grab the steering wheel, which is nice. However, due to the frill and just kind of the molding, there's no way you're getting this head in here. Like, it's just not going to happen. You could probably do that, and that'd be the best you're going to get. But, where's the fun in that? So if you want to recreate that, you want that whole head in there with the frill open and everything. So that's a little unfortunate. Newman! For some height comparisons, here are the two next to the Skimoloch and the Triceratops from the Camp Cretaceous line. Whether these are all supposed to be in scale with each other, I don't know. I already know that the Dilophosaurus is about 10 feet tall in the book, and they shrunk him down to the size of a Velociraptor for the movie, so realistic scale is out the window already. And there's a Leonard the Core figure, which is the same size as the G.I. Joe, so I don't know. He's quite a bit taller than Dennis. I don't know if Dennis is supposed to be short, or maybe they're just at a different scale. Maybe they're not in 3 3/4, maybe they're just in 3-inch. Fisher Price Adventure People, Visionaries, just for shits and giggles. And that's really all I got for today. I think for the price, it's not so bad. You get a Jeep and 2 figures. It's like $30, which is, I think, what I paid for the Ela Nublar Escape with her Hammond, Ellie, and the 2 Raptors, and that banner thing. I don't even know what happened to that banner. It doesn't matter. Really wish that the winch worked. That still kind of bugs me. I understand the price would be higher if it did, but they already had it once. I don't know why they didn't just do it again. You let me know what you think down below about this whole pack, this whole line even. I know the Jurassic Park stuff isn't super popular on my channel, generally speaking, but I do like the line quite a bit. I'm going to get the Ford Explorer when it comes out, so I think after that I'll probably be done. But if it's your first time on the channel today and you like what you saw, then all that asks is that you click like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It's a great way to help me out, and I very much appreciate it when you do. And I do thank you all for stopping by and spending some time with me today. So, until next time, I'm Salty, signing off.